So this is the big 3D printer frame that I'm building. You can see here, this is set on top. That's a part that's specially needed here. The gantry moves smoothly back and forth. And this right here is the design of the gantry ends. The opposite side looks just the same. Those pieces are identical. There's 4 bearings. They ride nicely here on the 45mm extrusion. Now this was just a simple mock-up of the other axis here that will have the hotbed, the hot end on it. That also moves very nicely on its own. Here on this rail I will have the rack. On the other side I will have the rack extending all the way to the back end. On the opposite side here of the gantry, for this axis, I will have the rack. Now I plan on printing that where this right here is going to be the X and this movement will be the Y. Now down below I have my Z, and that is this H configuration right here that you can see. 2 pieces with 1 center joining it. I will have a NEMA 17 by 62mm motor driving 4 either lead screws or ball screws, probably lead screws, with 24 threads per inch, so I'll get an extremely accurate and thin Z resolution. Anyway, these things right here will be lifted up by the corners. This, and on the track center groove on the 4 corners and then 1 in the center, I will have a screw with a pad so that the either aluminum or glass bed will rise on that. This thing will lift all the way up to here and it will be flush with this. So this will be the starting point. So I will have a distance of 45mm, plus this is a distance of 45mm. So I have 90mm of area to hang my hot end off of. And if need be, I could have the bed actually come up flush with here, have my hot bed with only my hot end with only 45mm difference. Or I could have my Z-axis anywhere between flush with this and flush with the top of this. Once again, I said this is only just a mock-up. This will actually be a little bit wider. This is just made with 3mm, and if you notice, I've got a total of 8 bearings. I do not have the cutout design for the rack and pinion. The rack and pinion will be on the back side. There will be 1 NEMA 17 moving it in this direction. That's for the Y. Suspended here, I plan on having a NEMA 17. I guess that contradicts what I said earlier. I'm only going to come flush with this. I'm going to have a NEMA 17 right here, and then I will have supports for the shafts, and then I will have the pinion gear here riding on the rack, and that will control both sides. So anyway, once the print is complete, this will move all the way to the end like that, or can even be lifted completely off. And to zero everything out again, all you'd have to do is just home it and it'll click to the stops. And so with or without the gantry in place, once the print is done, it will rise up. You'll have 360 degrees access to it. And if you're sitting down or if you're standing up, you're going to have excellent access working on it to get it undone. You don't have to reach through any doors. These sides right here, all four sides, will be enclosed with a plexiglass material, or it could be metal, could be wood, it doesn't matter, anything just to enclose it. That way it'll keep that printing environment temperature stable. What I haven't shown yet is from these four corners, I plan on making some sort of a pyramid greenhouse. And from about this high up will come the feeder tube. That feeder tube will have the filament in, obviously. Here we'll have a direct extruder. Possibly mounted up here on the greenhouse will be the 9-into-1 filament selector setup that I'm making or designing. Also, the two tubes will come down for the liquid cooling on the hot end, and then off to the back end or off to one of the sides will be mounted the pump and the fan and the radiator for maintaining a completely cool beyond the heat break. I'm also looking into ceramic tubing for the heat break with a very low conductivity, or Hastelloy tubing if I can find some place that sells a very small diameter of that. That's about the least heat conductive metal I could find. So this is where we're at so far. I'm pretty happy. Today I should be ordering the lead screws or the ball screws. Also should be ordering the control board and the motors and belts and things like that. So thanks for watching.